Hello, is everyone? Hi, everybody. It's Robbie Rackleff, the host of EGI2, and it's the daytime, and we're screaming Skyrim for the first time on EGI2. How's everybody doing? Is the sound okay? Thank you, Sklype, Simina. Welcome to the stream. We're doing it. We're going to be doing Skyrim for a couple of hours, so we're good on sound. Is everybody feeling good about everything they're seeing at this moment in time? I'm gonna have to rearrange some windows here because this yes, not very smart. 123 asks, does this mean the oh man, does this mean the contract is over? And the answer is yes. We fulfilled our obligations to the contract. I'm gonna go ahead and invert. For some reason, my Y was not automatically inverted. I guess I haven't played in a while. Sound is a little bit loud. I'll just go ahead and fix that if I can. And hopefully, I'm guessing when you say the sound, um, make Robbie audio louder. Check, 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 check. How about this? How about this? How about this? At some point, someone's asking about Allan is here. Allan Resnicks is in the chat. Love to see a fan of the show, Allan Resnick, here on EGI2. Everything is a little quiet. Says, is everything a little quiet? Trailer was loud. Robbie's slightly quiet. Opening up trying to get a little bit more vocals. I'm playing video games. Allan's lovely. Isn't this great? This is what people do on Twitch. Um, what am I doing here? Am I crossing into something? I've forgotten what I'm. This is a bit. Sound sounds good. Everyone sounds good. Let's get the hell out of here. What am I? Read the Elder Scroll at the Time Wound. I don't really feel like doing that right now, so I'm going to just go ahead and back off. I'm just going to do some random fast traveling. I'm just gonna go on a little bit of a ramble. I think. I just want to. Oh man. Uh, Come on. Okay, great. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your back to you, courier. And I'm not being naughty. We have officially fulfilled the responsibilities of the contract that we signed for Twitch, and therefore I can do whatever I want, which means that I get to play video games on the video game. Let's go check and say hello to the old mammoths down here, looking pretty good. As you can see, this is a 15-year-old game, at least 15 years old. Wait, is it 15 years old or 13 years old? 2011, 13-year-old game. It hasn't lost. I think it hasn't lost a single step. It looks still good as hell to me. Everybody, the mammoths are having a great time. Nice to see them. They live right down the way from me. And hey, Dingus Van Sant subscribed to Tier One. Thank you for. Oh, and we got a hype train incoming. So that's you know what that means. I'll go ahead and tell a story that I was just thinking about the other day, which is the story of. I was actually just thinking about how in recent years our society has become so just angry at we've all become quite angry at each other, and we've all found different ways to be mad. We found different reasons to be mad at each other, and I can't think about that. I'm sorry. I really can't really. This is one of the things that I want to point out while I'm playing Skyrim for the first time on EGI, twitch.tv/EGI_2, is that it's very difficult for me at this moment to play video games and speak at the same time. So I'm trying to tell the story, Alan. Jesus Christ, I'm just saying it's difficult. And in many ways, it's always been difficult for people to speak and play video games at the same time. And yet, there is a subculture here on Twitch that has found a way to do it. And I'll be trying to join that subculture. But it is, like I said when I posted about this earlier. Oh, there's one of those friendly fellers. I'm gonna just go ahead and I don't really feel like fighting this guy, so I'm gonna go down here and do Kind's Peace and See, he's just not gonna attack me anymore. Oh, now they're saying he's too powerful. Oh man, now I gotta kill him. Anyway, so the frost troll situation that I'm dealing with right now. This is a stronger frost troll than I've been used to seeing lately. He's dead. Let's go ahead and check his pockets, see if he's got anything good on him. Just the fat. Just grab that. So what I just wanted to say about the story is that in previous generations, we've always had difficulty doing two things at the same time, and no generation had found that difficulty more difficult than I think than the Puritans that came across from England in the 17th century and founded the New England colonies that we now refer to as places like Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Providence. Well, not so much Providence, because we do all know that I'm going to go ahead and use kite and peace on the bear, so I don't have to fight the bear. I could talk about. We all know that the Rhode Island colony was founded as more of a religious free-for-all than some of the other earlier American colonies, and so. But let's focus on the ones that were a little bit grimmer, had a bit of a trouble with things like witchcraft and just general devilry that was all over the place at that time. What the hell is that? Okay, so that's okay. I thought that was going to be my friend, but it turned out to not be my friend. So that's not my friend anymore. I thought that thing was gonna. I was surprised to see it inactive like that, and I thought it was gonna follow me around and harvest some of this, make some potions later. And I'm just gonna go over and see what I can kind of stuff I can get into with this these fishing supplies. Do I not have? Oh, I don't have a fishing rod anymore. Anyway, thank you for getting us to the next level of the hype train. Even though I haven't told a single bit of the story, but the story I can tell you does deal with the Puritan Pilgrim colony in somewheres in Massachusetts, in what is modern day Massachusetts, and it centers around. Thank you for the level 1 being complete, and it centers around a little boy named Graven, no, not Graven, because everyone's talking about Graven these days. Everyone's always talking about, oh, there's 2 dragons fighting here. Well, that's something you don't see every day. And there's one of these frost trolls all over again. Good gracious. Just leave me alone, everybody. I'm trying to be, and there's a horse. I better get on that. I guess I'm going to get on the horse before I get if I get on the, I seem to have, well, that was fast. I guess it froze. I don't think I've ever had Skyrim freeze before. Okay, so while the horse is frozen, I guess I can go ahead and tell the story of the Massachusetts Puritan colony that was bedeviled by, like I said, devils in the woods, and most importantly, those woods were come on. Jesus Christ. So let's have a bit of a Skyrim seems to be crashing. I don't know why. I guess it was because of the horse. When the horse showed up, that really seemed to mess things up a lot. But you can see we have this nice little we've opened up the now that the Skyrim window is down, you can see that we have have these nice little doodads going on, and just wanted to make try a couple of different things with the overall framing of the game stream here. But let's go ahead and relaunch Skyrim and see if we can't get a little bit farther than we got previously, and hopefully if we get to the point where we are dealing with a horse, just a random horse like we did before. Let's go try to find. I think I'm going to try to find that horse again, because I think that horse could have been in trouble, and maybe we could do something to help it. And something I always try to impart to people, especially children, when given the chance, is to tell them that this is take any opportunity to be a good person that you can, even if that involves fictional animals, or oh yeah, we've got a fast travel again. Dang it. back, and thank you for getting us to the level. The hype train is going great. Thank you again for Jovial Jellyfish for giving all these hype train. So this is great. I'm just having a fantastic time back at my house. Looks great. Oh, that's my giant. He hangs out here. We had a fight once, and as you can see, his life bar has been depleted somewhat. But ever since I was able to kind of, hey, come on, Allan. Trying to be a good person here. We're gonna find the horse. I mean, I think that's the most exciting part. So we're back at the homestead. We're running around. I'm gonna jump over this rock. You can see my character here. That's my Khajiit character. She's a. Should we hear game audio? Yeah, we should be hearing some game audio. You guys aren't. Are people not hearing any game audio? Ugh. Thank you. First time chat says Allan Resnick's real. So that's nice. No game audio whatsoever. So we gotta just figure that out real fast. How's that? Is that too crazy? Hey, Dina Kelberman's in the chat. Lovely to see Dina. Always nice to see. Oh, and we still have 4 minutes and 36 seconds on the audio, not the audio on the what's the okay still no audio. Let's drive it a little bit higher. I'm hoping that I'm feeling like I turned up. Start the damn story. Got it down. Okay, Allan's being a little bit of a log, so let's just make sure that we first can make sure that we want to make sure that the audio for the game is working, and then we want to make then we can try again with the story, since Allan is about to roll down into the lake if you catch my meaning. So again, this takes place in Massachusetts, the original Puritan Pilgrim colony in Massachusetts that was bedeviled by devils in the woods and witches and all sorts of pagan magic and pagan magic and just banditry. If you weren't, it's a good chance if you weren't one of the native peoples and if you weren't one of the Puritans, then you were just one of these woodsy bandit people who would just kind of come into town and cut people's throats and get all gropey and weird, and no one liked to see them, and there weren't any but of course there weren't any places to hang out if you were one of those people where you could express yourself, I think, as the way you saw fit. Hey, that's not a horse. Hey, there's a Khajiit over here. Let's go and see what this person's talking about. Maybe they're talking about.
This one has something sweet for the fellow traveler.
Okay, I don't know about that feller. I don't think I'd give it. Anybody's just if you come across a person standing in the woods like that and they just start talking to you about that, then good chance that they're up to no good. Best to just leave them alone. Oh, we found a road here. So, oh yeah, I was gonna go try to find that horse. So I'm on the way to find the horse, and the way that this little boy, whose name was not Graven, but who was in fact his name was, I think his name was probably something a little bit simple, like Griffin. Does that roll off the tongue? Griffin. So Griffin was a great little guy and quite precocious. I think most people would have said for somebody who was supposed to be observing a more sort of modest and let's say we might as well say austere lifestyle as most of the people around him were doing. Oh, there's some snowberries. I can use those for potions later back at the old homestead. And which town is this? Is this a town, or is this just a house? So Griffin found himself outside of the town walls one morning, and he was just whacking away at a tree, as kids love to do. If you ever see kids in woods, one of the things oh man, this guy just can't let me off the hook. I gotta, hey.
He said it was urgent. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it.
Gotta go. Great. And so thanks back to you, Courier, and back to Griffin. And isn't it interesting that the Courier had a letter from a friend, because in this story, Griffin found a letter to himself inside of the tree that he was hitting with a stick. And again, this was back in the days when there weren't a lot of stuff for kids to do, so they were always hitting things with sticks, especially trees, and maybe they were trying to make music or trying to create some sort of a early type of a rhythm that people could dance to if they felt like it. And there's those dragons again. So if I keep over, I'm gonna keep heading over to those dragons, and maybe I can find that horse again and see if I can skip over some of the issues that we were having with the with the crashing. And it looked like one, perhaps it was a blood dragon, and then one of the elder dragons, which are a little bit more difficult to kill. But let's just make sure that as we get over there, we're just do a quick save. And Griffin found a letter with his name on it, which was an odd thing to do because he had never told anybody his name. He was an orphan. He showed up to the colony on a ship. Both of his parents had died of various bloodletting diseases, just eyes bleeding, mouth bleeding, armpits. A lot of times the armpits were bleeding back in. And that's as far as the story goes. Let's hope. Oh, I think she seems like she's doing all right. So I'm just gonna let her deal with that situation. She seems like a pretty precocious person, the same way that Griffin was a precocious person. And one of the things I didn't get to talk about with the Griffin and the letter, and this really ties into this whole Skyrim stream universe, this whole conversation that we're having about Skyrim, is that the letter was actually written in a different language, and that he could read the language, even though he had never learned the language. So yeah, sometimes back then people's armpits were bleeding, and you could read about that if you want. There's a lot of different books that covers different diseases from the kind of, I don't know, I guess I don't say would say that would be the earlier colonial period. It's obviously not the Enlightenment period that came a little bit later. And that's just a big, which kind of, oh, that dragon's got a name, so it means it's probably going to kill me pretty quickly. Although, I'll just see if I can summon some of my buddies over here. These fellers always know. We got a Wrathman. Say hello to the Wrathman. And the Wrathman is going to help me kill Vintruth. Hopefully not in a way that is upsetting to... Hopefully this is one of those dragons that you aren't supposed to kill, because it does some sort of a, upset some sort of a balance. But I think the dragon disappeared, so I'm just going to keep looking for that horse. Everybody, Dingus Van Sant, bleeding armpits, not from shaving. Correct, not from shaving. I think it was because that a lot of times people just had so much blood in them from all of the meat that they were eating, if they could get their hands on it at the time. The bleeding from the armpits was just a way for the body to get rid of some of the extra blood, and then they would have these little factories where people could go and kind of just sit in a big chair over a big pail and just seep. That was well, this guy seems to have mostly forgotten about me, so I'm just going to go ahead and take advantage of that. Oh. It was in the news that I watch. It wasn't a leech situation. If you had the blood seeping armpits, you really didn't need to. The leeches were just not even necessary, because that was just the disease kind of acted as eliminated the middleman. The middleman, of course, being the leeches. So this guy's not causing me a ton of damage when he blasts me. So I'm assuming that he's perhaps up now. It's a tough thing. It's a tough thing to try and... Got way too many potions here. Alright, let's see if I can get a little... Where's my... Should have some... See, I haven't found a good potion for... A good recipe for archery potions. That's something I'm really hoping for. Come on. let's see what this guy's always up to something funny. So this is just, yeah, this is Skyrim. It's a 13-year-old game. Hasn't aged a day, in my opinion. I play it pretty precociously, and that's just. Let's see if I've got some. Gotta do my shouts. Any thoughts on Enhanced Special Edition? This is just the regular Special Edition. I don't really feel like I needed to get an Enhanced Edition, and I certainly didn't feel the need to get the upgraded. Oh, that is. I'll just try this. I haven't used this one in a while. See if this does anything for me. Oh yeah. Haha. Already shouted once. Hey Scott from Pittsburgh, good to see you. Hope you're enjoying watching someone else play a 13-year-old game. Live on twitch.tv/EGI_2. Oh, getting distracted a little bit. One thing I gotta say is that when you're doing things like this in the daytime, really it gets a lot hotter in this room than it does at nighttime. Alright, I don't think that did anything. I don't see him sparkling with any sort of special effect, so I'm gonna assume that I would have been better off with Mark for Death. Oh, almost dead. Skyrim dragons versus Panzer Dragoon dragons. Panzer Dragoon dragons, although it's a good question. I mean, definitely Panzer Dragoon dragons because those dragons are friendly, and you can, you know, especially in Orda, you can, you know, pet your dragon at various campsites. I'm gonna go ahead and drop these dragon bones back at my house because I don't like carrying that much weight around. You oughta be petting your dragon. Oh, wait, Panzer Dragoon. So Panzer Dragoon. Did I say Orda was the one you? Did I say that Panzer Dragoon Saga was the one that you could pet your dragon? Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm drafting these off. Dragon Bone, Dragon Bone, Dragon Bone, Dragon Bone, Dragon Bone, Varlestone. I've only found 2 I wish I could. I gotta try to find some more of this madness ore. I gotta figure out what that's all about. Anyway, there's my giant again. He's just having this is my buddy. He hits me every once in a while, and then sometimes I hit him. But so far we haven't hurt each other too bad. EGI2, have you ever played Red Dead? I've played the heck out of Red Dead. Both Red Deads, both of the Red Dead Redemption ones, and I also played Red Dead Revolver, which is a forgettable game. If you're going to be playing a Western action shooter, you might as well play Call of Juarez, I think Bound in Blood. Now, Soda says, I was going to say Red Dead Revolver is based, and I don't know what based means. I know what Stan means. Oh, hey, Tim Cabrera's in here. Nice to see you, Tim. Hope you're how's the wife? The only good Fruity Spruce says the only good Call of Juarez is Gunslinger, and I disagree. I really like Gunslinger, but I think Bound in Blood is the second Call of Juarez, and I think that that's a pretty fantastic game itself. Perhaps it hasn't aged that well, but I believe that if I were going to make a list of the top 20 first-person shooters that kind of deserves a remaster, that would be, and we could call it, it'd be Call of Juarez. We could come up with a clever little Call of Juarez. Rebounded? Call of Juarez No. Can you rebound? Oh yeah, you could do a rebound. That's like a basketball thing. That's fun. Did anyone tell me what Mossy Lump means good? It originally came out of 4chan. Oh, okay, so based is good. So it's like a hard base, like the base of a sculpture or something like that. Keeps the sculptures always been an interesting thing to me. You can walk around a sculpture. A lot of times you can't touch the sculpture, but this could be a sculpture. That's kind of cool. Put that in art gallery. I bet you make a couple bucks. All right, who's talking to me? Another one of these frost rolls. Good lord. Just blast this guy. Bye. People love to say that, you know. Bye. I always hear people on the metro, the LA Metro, saying things like bye to each other. Oh, and look. Thanks, Scott. That was that was, of course, the classic Fussro Da shout, the unrelenting force shout, blasts people around. And I've got some. I was hoping that I would get some special stuff out of this ore, but sometimes you just get orc metal. Robbie, nobody is on the metro. Everyone says that nobody's on the metro, but every time I go on the metro, there's people on the metro. There's a lot of people sleeping on the metro, and there's a lot of people, but a lot of people are just enjoying the sights. You know, get some nice views of the city, especially as you're coming into Union Station on your way into the regional connector tunnel. And I can never tell if these guys are dead or not. That's dead. That one's alive. But, you know, I got too close to the bear, so I'm not going to try and, oh yeah, I probably should just put on my, kind's piece. So that was, I guess you could say, that this bear is being, pretty sus. But I'm going to be based. And I'm going to do the kind's piece, and which is, I think, of all the shots that you can stuck underneath this water. Huh. There he is. And you're based. I based the bear. Which is the least that we can do to animals that we've harmed accidentally. Be based. That's a dead, hey, that's a dead ass horker. I didn't kill it. No, Robbie, the ops are not based. Hey, Joe Botnick says, quit horking around. All right. Joe, I think you might have just discovered a... So one of the things that I had meant to do before the stream tonight was set up some new buttons for the Stream Deck here. And I didn't have time to figure out exactly what the buttons are going to be. Oh, we should do a Red Dead with Allan. I don't think Allan has a PC that can run Red Dead anymore, though. I don't know where the hell I'm going. Well, now I'm stuck underneath here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die. That's no good. Wait, am I above water or am I below water? What the hell is going on? That thing. I think we're gonna have to do classic gamma correction. That didn't really help. Open that pipe. Pipe Explorer. No. So if you're just joining, can I just breathe underwater eternally? Yipes! Huh. Wait a minute. I recognize this place. I can't. This is boring. Do I have any kind of... let's see if I can do any kind of... I wonder if my candlelight will work underneath here. Nope. Candlelight. I gotta have some kind of a... Honestly, it's a great clicking noise. One of the best. Got like Night Eye or something like that, doesn't that? Dang. Well, I know that I've been here before, so I'm just gonna... I gotta cheat a little bit here. I carry too much potion. I'm out of here. I wonder if life's potions are like the Allan shots out. So Allan used to live with somebody who just, I guess, inject like orange juice or apple juice into him and said it was the COVID vaccine. I can't get too much into the lore of the streams right now, but suffice to say, Allan's sick a lot. How do you steam an egg, please? You don't steam eggs, you could boil eggs. Uncle Owen Rip has subscribed at tier 1, and I'll read the whole thing. Oh, but I can't read the whole thing, Uncle Owen Rip, but thanks for the sub. 4 months in, going strong. Absolutely appreciate everybody who does that. And I hope that you're getting some value. You feel like even with this less... somehow even less structured stream, that you're still getting something out of. Now, where in the heck is this guy coming from? I don't see a goddamn thing. Invisible dragon? No, dang it. Toast. Ugh. Now, how often does that happen? Just a dragon you just can't see. I don't know if this is because I'm playing in windowed mode or what. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Hiding like crazy. Son of a gun. Scott from Pittsburgh, missed the days of the old 2 or 3 buttons on just a D-pad. I also enjoy those, but I do like a good open world game. I just like like to see all the systems. I like it when the systems work. I like it when they don't work. I think that that being completely just battled to death by a invisible dragon was not on my 2024 bingo card. That's people love to talk about the bingo cards. He's still invisible. Wait, I thought I killed Vintruth. Oh, he must be one of these. It's a ghost dragon. God dang it! Get the hell out of here. What's the poll? How many buttons do you like? I think the correct amount of buttons is, I mean, just 6 buttons, 4 triggers. Or 2 triggers, 2 bumpers. And, I mean, I guess I could deal with 2 more buttons on this controller. This is one of those 8-bit DOE controllers. What am I doing here? I've forgotten. I'm trying to escape an invisible dragon. If you're just joining us, the game has already had some interesting little glitches. This one is new to me. You know what? Where's my bowman? No, I want the green one. There he is. So this green one has an immobilization spell on it. There you are. Let's do some of that. Let's do one-handed, and most normal people. Oh, not magic of health. Probably carry far fewer potions than this. Alright, where are ya? I know you're out here somewhere. Mark the sucker for death. In. Oh. How about that? You gonna be able to carry all this? Nope. Drop you. It's always sad. Worst part of the game. Fancy looking sword, but ain't worth a lot. Shit, we got Oaken. Let's just do a quick fast travel home. Robbie is too smart to fully buy into the bourgeoisie con. He pays lip service to it, and am I? I mean, that would be a. I mean, I do. Okay, so what's the male? First, I can't get over the fact that I don't know if I classify as bougie or not. That's the kind of stuff that we need numbered streams for. Oh, bye, Dina. Thanks for stopping by. Always nice to see you. I hope you enjoyed watching Skyrim on EGI 2. Okay. Well, I was hoping that Dina would have told us if I was bougie or not. Since she's, I think, known me longer than almost anybody involved in this business. Skip my pause. Oh yeah, the stream we rated called EGI2. Oh yeah, Eggy. I remember. Thank Dreams Lightly reminding me that I need to also be thinking about who to raid after I finish playing this for a little while. It's tough when you start to do something new while playing. I mean, obviously, while playing video games, I mostly just sit quietly. Maybe I grunt in anger if I feel like I've messed up. Someone had asked me if I was go on until 7 so I can write. Well, I can't do that because I have to. If I go till 7, I'm not going to be able to make it to the pool. And I promised myself that I would go swimming tonight. Is that dead bear? Dead mammoth. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not messing with that guy. Well, someone was asking what the newest game I've enjoyed is, and trying to recall. I believe the newest game that I have enjoyed lately is probably... Oh boy. I guess it was Super Mario Wonder. Is clear? I gotta make sure. I think I've cleared this one already. No? It's not clear yet. Oh, people like me here. That's why I know when it's attacking me. I haven't played... Vague Plague asked if I have played Obra Dinn. I have not played Obra Dinn, but I do own Obra Dinn, and that was one of the games that I would very much like to be playing very soon. Don't know if it would be a good stream game, because it was... To me, it sounds like something you probably have to concentrate on, but I don't know. I have played Killer 7. I like Mario Wonder a lot, but I have to say something, and I do feel like Wonder is it's harder to enjoy the side-scrolling Mario games ever since Mario Maker came out. Because I look at some of the levels in Mario Wonder, and I'm just like, oh man, this is just gonna be in Mario Maker 3, and people are gonna just do a lot more crazy stuff with it than what Nintendo's doing right now. I could be wrong about that, and I do think the Wonder, the sort of Wonder effects, I forget what they're called, when everything gets all wacky. Those are pretty great. But again, I wonder if they can wonder. I ponder if they'll be able to pull something like that off with in a Mario Maker 3. Snowberry. Napoleon blown apart. Terra Nova Strike Force Centauri. I'm afraid that I don't have any. Ooh, a crypt. Have I been here before? Yep. Alright, let's try to feel. I want to see if I can find some sort of a quest in here. I gotta get some airflow in here. Good lord. Alright, let's. What is he doing here? Looking like this for a long time. That one's too far away. That one's too complicated. There's a part of the map I haven't really done that much exploring in. I'll just try to go from here to there. I didn't. Vertical Mammoth says, invented Gorkamorl. I have not invented Gorkamorka. Puppy Mouth, do you play any VR games? No, I do not play any VR games. It's not, and I did play, I think I've talked about this before, I played the heck out of Half-Life Alyx, and I thought it was one of the, I played it for probably about 5 hours, or 5 to 8 hours. Oh. And I never I took like a week break from playing it, and I never played it again. I never even beat it. So you can't be Gorka. This is building off of what Joe Bodnick's saying here. I can't be Gorka morking me into playing VR games. I mean Gorka making me You can't be Gorka making me play VR games until you get me a smaller. Until the actual helmets are smaller. I was so impressed with Half-Life Alyx. I have like a Samsung VR helmet. I can't remember which. I mean, it was right when Half-Life Alyx came out, and it was a budget option. And it was great, like I said, but I just don't like wearing that thing on my face. It starts to feel real yucky real fast. Horka. I will say that I was so impressed with Half-Life Alyx that I went ahead and I bought Star Wars Squadrons because I heard that was a really fun VR game, or VR kind of AAA style game, but I haven't played that either. When they make VR as easy to pick up and play as a Switch or a Steam Deck, and I think that I will return to the fold. Until that time, though, I don't want to hurt you. Quit Gorka Morka and Robbie around. Skyrim. Okay. Did y'all create a Discord? I believe there is a Discord, and I probably should put the. The Discord is an unofficial Discord, and I would say that I should probably just put the link to that on the EGI too, but I don't know if I'm supposed to do that. Where the hell am I? I went off in the opposite bloody direction. I'm trying to get my bearings here. I'm gonna take this thing off. No, that's the one. So if I put it, should I put a link? Should I put a link to the Discord on the channel? Is that, am I even allowed to? I feel like the Discord is like a super PAC for whatever it is that I'm doing here, or whatever I guess whatever it is that Allan or Ben or Cricket are doing as well. Whoa, that guy again. Good gracious. Now I gotta get all... Phone man. That was nice and fast. You know, the dragons look great, but these bones look goofy as hell. Where am I at? Is it just... But there's some potions I can drop. I've already been here. Another one of these. I gotta... Bookhouse BW. What's up? Nice to see you. What's the point of a Discord? I don't know. I don't really need these stamina potions anymore. My stamina's pretty great. Alright, so now we're gonna just fly back. Now I got all these dragon bones I gotta drop off, so I gotta go back to the house. Good lord. Scott, if you've tried to call in, unfortunately that we could not get, I still can't get the phone lines working, but hopefully by the next time we do a game stream, I will be able to get the that working. I don't know why that's there. Oh yeah. What am I doing? Going over here. This is where I keep all my fancy stuff. I've gotten to the point where I can gotten to the point where I am pretty much able to make my own weapons and then enchant them enough to the point where most things that I find are obsolete. But I'm sorry, Joe. Oh God, that's the saddest thing I've ever heard. I really did try. I probably spent more time trying to figure out why that wasn't working than I did trying to make my special buttons. All I have is yes and no.
Oh no!
Sorry, was that too loud? Was it loud again? do want to make... Oh, I can make some Daedra stuff now. Now that I got a Daedra heart. So let's see what I can do here. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go on a quest to Giovanni H. I promise. I just needed to... I keep running into these dragons, and I can't let those dragon bones... I can't let them go to waste. But I can't carry them around because they're so damn heavy. Have Robbie smoked a wheat? I don't like that. I don't like what you're implying. I wouldn't. No drugs, no funny stuff. Just game news and reviews that you can use. That's the I created it. But unfortunately, I've got to the point with the smithing that I can't. It stinks. Gotten to the point with the smithing where I'm basically on it. I can't get any higher with the smithing. Oh, keep forgetting to drop you guys off. That's probably why. Strips. Just give me a second here. Two? That's all I need to run over here. Great. Now it's not Robbie. You playing as Katie this time? Yes. This is my Katie character. It's a cat that looks kind of like our old cat Martha, and so right now Martha's wearing or Katie, or the cat, the avatar that is a stand-in for both my cat, my former cat, and my current wife, is wearing a mask. But let's see if I can. I mean, Khajiit's character models aren't quite. That's my wife. I'm gonna do fire damage on this one. Ooh, stinks. I need a better soul gem. Don't want to waste that. So one of the other games I was thinking about playing on the stream next time, which could be an even worse experience for everybody, would be the newer Resident Evil 3. And the reason I didn't start with that was because I figured I needed to kind of work out how to be able to talk, check the chat, and play the game as much as possible. I will be faced to you. So long, friend. You're welcome. Scott for Bixer, I've been crappy for days. Sorry you're having a bad couple days, Scott. I'm glad that this is that being here with everybody is good for you and good for your mental health. But I will say, uh, ain't nothing better than a one-on-one therapist, especially once you find someone who really can advocate for you and be a sounding board for everything that's going on. Oh, hey, adult occult. Hey, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. You're welcome, Scott. I'm sorry, and again, sorry that we couldn't get the. What the hell am I doing? All right. So I'm gonna try to do a couple things here. I'm gonna try to actually do a bit of questing. I'm not sure which one I want to do. A lot of these are really not particularly. I'm not doing Dragonborn. That's gonna be a little bit too complicated. Never gonna do this. I don't like these quests like here. That these are, I would say, I can't figure out how to do this quest without doing something bad that I wouldn't want to do in real life. And I do try to play these open world games with some level of morality that I try to go by in the day-to-day, and I certainly don't bring people into caves and to shrines and wait, someone's got kill the egg. Wait, somebody's Jimmy Jackpots? What's up with Jimmy Jackpots? I missed this. Seeing a lot of hearts for Jimmy Jackpots. Oh, 152. That's great. Congratulations, Jimmy Jackpots. That's great stuff. Alright. Let's see. Maybe I can. Ice form. Let's see what this does. I haven't. Cool. I think this is the second most video game that we've ever had. I think the most video game that we've had so far was when we played Elden Ring on the stream after we successfully completed the Dance Freak fundraiser. Thank you for stopping by, Lynn Shales. And thank you for being part of this experiment as I try to get better at doing whatever it is, whatever the hell it is I'm doing. One watches Dance Freak when Dance Freak is finished. It's a complicated. I can't get it too much into it because it's not quite. Again, not quite the same universe, but you know, we did show the trailer on the stream, so we did cross things a little bit. But let's just say that was like a glimpse of another realm. I'm getting impatient with myself, with nobody else, just myself. It's just been tough because no one's, you know, all the money that we made went into the production, and so we all have to have paid gigs to kind of keep us afloat while we. Who's this guy? Is that a tiger? Nope. Oh yeah, it is. I free you. Oh no. I want to say that you are my friend. By Slusho6666. And thank you for stopping by for this soon-to-be routine event here on twitch.tv/EGI_2. And if you're just watching for the first time, we urge you to please join us every Monday when we do our numbered streams, which is more of a discussion talk show, kind of a daytime talk show style format with news and various crap and news and presentations, and sometimes we do Steam key giveaways. Wait. My friend I met through Luke, Mitch Anderson, actually cast it. That was cool. Not sure. We do have funny video game news. We're quite funny. I think we basically, funny video game news is where we take a picture of a video game and then we make it, and then we have somebody from the news say something about the video game that's funny. And it's quite a treat. Every time it's a treat. The wolves are my friends. I'm gonna go. I keep hoping that I just run across somebody. Oh man, I walked all the way to Windhelm? That's nuts. Ooh, Tacoon. Thank you, sir. Tacoon 23. And yeah, somebody's making a point that it does take a long time to sometimes explain to people why the funny video game news is funny. But I think it's always worth it. Everybody, I think, by the end is just rolling in their seats with laughter. Their funny bones have been fully agitated to the point of laughter. And Allan brings his iPad in and shows his iPad to the camera, and we all have a good series of chuckles and a nice emotional arc. What the heck is this thing? Shrine. You're my friend. And uh-oh. Dead elf. Never a good sign. A note? Actually, there's a note. Uh-oh, what's that? Hey, I never found that, uh-oh. Incident at Necrom. It's chiseled and resolute. So if anybody also, while I'm reading this, Someone's wishing, sitting in heavy rain, watching this and listening to Amy Winehouse, which is sounds like a nice time, honestly. Hopefully, you can actually read the book that I'm trying to read here. This book is very long. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole book, but I will just go ahead and take it. I was hoping that maybe a quest notice would appear, and I'll read that book later. I looked around that guy. Wait, Uba Snork. You've been playing Deep Fear? You've actually been playing Deep Fear, or you've been playing it on original hardware, or is it on an emulator? Brett66, I wish real books had little video games that you could play. That's a nice thought. Aww. Be my friend again. That would be nice if books came with little video games. I think, you know, I think it would be nice if you could purchase like a what am I trying to say here? Like a package. If you could purchase like a package, and then that package included a book, maybe like and like a cartridge with a game on it. And then you started reading the book, and then it gave you a prompt in the book to go and play a level in the game. And then you went back and read more of the book, and then you played more of the game. And then I think that they've already had games. They've had games that are like this. There was a game that sort of simulated like browsing on the internet, and as you browsed on the internet, a story unfolded. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Thank you, Joe, for giving a tier 1 sub to somebody. Cry of Fear. I do think I own Cry of Fear. Okay. Oh yeah, Hypnospace Outlaw. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Or isn't it Hypnospace Outlaw more of like a... Isn't Hypnospace Outlaw more of a, I always think of that as kind of like one of those weird, like, walking simulators. Am I wrong about that? Alright. Completely lost my way again. I'm trying to get... Alright. I don't want to... It only allows you to place one marker at a time, so I can't be... Oh, thanks for subscribing, James. As if I don't already shirk you enough. Rattleman, have I considered playing the original PC Spy Kids PC game? I have not. I have not. And this is the kind of back and forth that I think people expect when they join a game stream. And people ask a question, and then you answer the question, and then hopefully your brain works well enough that you can start, hey friend. Hopefully your brain works well enough that you can continue a conversation largely on your own. Unless, of course, you're taking calls. And that seems to be... This is difficult as it is. Just trying to remember that I'm trying to get to that fortress in the mountains there. Tacoon23, what you said about Skyrim being a perfect walking simulator, if it wasn't for all of the beasts and things. Well, I wish if Dina was still here, I would have asked her to relay how she used to play Skyrim. She played the original release of Skyrim, emulated on a Macintosh, and did nothing but collect the cheese wheels. Of course, can't get up that? Really? This is not a quest, but what I'm doing, Giovanni H, is that I'm trying to get to that, I keep calling it a fortress, but it's not a fortress. It's something else. I'm trying to go here. to Ragnvald, and I'm just gonna finish whatever's in there. So I think what people want to see some violence. Oh, and this is an orc stronghold, I think. So I'm not gonna be. These guys are fine. Wonder if I can actually learn any smithing from their blacksmith here. Hello, everybody. Yum, yum, yum.
I have poisons for your weapons and cures for your ills.
No thank you. What's this?
May your weapons be sharp.
I don't want a companion right now. Keep bang.
Even good Mother tells me to shape metal with focus
Are you
and
looking
strength.
to work? The mines are nearby. I'll buy everything you've dug up.
Alright. Great.
It is said that an orc first learns to wield a hammer in her mother's womb. By tradition, a mother always teaches her children how to smith. If a chief has a second wife, she is called the Forge Wife in honor of this. Alright.
Well, but I was wanting to... well, I was hoping that somebody was going to teach me how to do some smithing in this town, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be happening, so I'm just going to return to my original goal of reaching that fortress. Other fortress. Make sure I'm going the right way. Yeah. I am. I think as someone who's in a monogamous relationship, I can say that I think one wife is enough for me. Thank you very much. If you want to be, we could be forged friends, and that's. Tim Guevara, what the heck are you talking about? Salmon! Catch! I'll cook that later. How about the real friends were the wives we forged along the way. Were the forge wives. Whoa! Don't like the look of this place. Angles are all wrong. Let's just see what's going on in this. Are we friends?
Reach will be ours again.
I doubt it.
Glory to the Forsworn.
Robbie, do you know some French words?
The reach will be ours again. The reach will be ours again.
Yes, the reach. Oh, wait, we friends? I know you.
This is where it will begin. A new uprising. The reach will be ours again.
Okay, I hear you about this reach situation. So I've killed a lot of Forsworn in other quests, so it's odd to me that I'm not known to be more of an enemy in this situation, but I'm gonna... Hold on.
The reach will be ours again.
Right, the reach.
The reach will be ours again.
Okay. I love talking about this reach.
The reach will be ours again.
Okay, yelling about the reach. Robbie, did you have to do any adjusting to avoid Z-fighting textures? I did not have to. I think that this version of Skyrim has mostly done away with that, but that also probably was a result of me originally using, when I had Z-fighting issues, it was probably the result of the fact that it was a custom PC, and it was also like a year, I built that PC like a year after Skyrim came out, and this was a PC I bought in 2019, and it is running Skyrim I think, as best as it could possibly look. Of course, I had to get the windowed mode. The windowed mode always makes these games run a lot worse, which is why I'd like to try. Oh, Scott from Pittsburgh. What's Z fighting? Z fighting is a. God damn it! Got turned around. Z fighting is when the higher. Z fighting is when the higher tessellation models and the lower tessellation models of a particular object are kind of phasing in and out of each other very rapidly, and it's a very distracting look. It's like watching, it's as if you were taking a look at the Empire State Building from a few hundred yards away, and it was flashing between what you expect the Empire State Building to look at and just a big gray block. Hydrophobia Z fighting, huh? It's hard to imagine is that a true thing? Is someone saying something about hydrophobia having Z fighting? Well, it's not quite pop in, because a lot of times it'll happen after the model is loaded. So it's not the model that's popping in and out. There's two different versions of the model existing at the same time, and they are fighting they're fighting to give you visual enjoyment. If you go into the INIs, you can do a lot of crazy stuff. I used to the thing that check please. Oh man, I gotta kill a bunch of people. What the hell gets the afflicted? Whoa, green blood. That's relatively novel. Alright, I guess we're doing this. This is just a different. This is a new fortress? Huh. Please. Goodness gracious. Well, Giovanni H., I hope this is what you were hoping for. It's not quite a quest. Alright, wait, can I not even get in here? Might be one of those things that allows... Huh. See, it's giving me the meaty sound effect, which makes me believe that there is some substance to that thing, but This is not an oversized sword. This is a one-handed sword. Thank you very much. Dingus Van Sant, tree meat. I'm saying the tree doesn't have meat. I'm saying there's a kind of a meaty sound, like you are in fact slashing something, as opposed to if you're just waving it around in the air. Like, I guess that has a meaty sound too. That's weird. I guess sometimes you just slash something and it makes it like a meat. Oh man. I'm really good at lockpicking too. Bummer. Well, I thought I was gonna get at least a hack up some draugrs. I don't know what this afflicted thing is about. Just. Well, I gotta say that if anybody has a recommendation on a good headset, like, you know, a good headset that's headphones and a microphone, I would very much appreciate it, because this thing that I'm wearing right now is the headphones are my son's headphones for when we are traveling, so they are quite small, and also this thing is not comfortable and gives me a headache if I wear it for too long, and I am starting to get that headache as we speak. And obviously I can't hold a microphone. No, it's not an ear pinch. It's like a skull squish. I just don't want to spend $400 on this thing. I don't have a baby head. My baby has a baby head. Bookhouse BW, that sounds good. I trust you. And let's just make sure. Nope, friends. Alright, almost to that fortress. I didn't kill the goat. Bye, Pierogi University. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully I can as I do this more often, I can become a more engaged and engaging host. But I appreciate anyone who came by and just tried it out. I thought about doing the standing mic, but I think a headset's probably best for now. Thanks, James. All right. Draugrs. Oh, wait. Dang it. And that, folks, is why you put your enchantments way up when you start to work out where you want your character to actually go, because basically knock these jokers down before they even get a chance at me. Stun them. Woof. Gets in that bone meal. Make some stuff out of that later. Aw. You get some of those cute pink cat headphones with the light up ears. That's a really nice thing. What a nice thing to get for somebody. Draugr. Okay, there we go. Where's the... There's the big hole. Honestly, I am nothing if not someone who doesn't enjoy adding extra... I keep wanting to say gems and whistles. What is it? What am I thinking? Robbie, my father forgive me too, is this... I believe that seems like an accurate. That seems accurate. I will say. I want to know, however, is Father forgive me too? Does it kind of shake up the level design a little bit more? Because I got pretty. I got a little bit bored by the end of Father forgive me too. The first Father forgive me, and I gotta also say that. I'm glad that Lovecraft never went past novella length. I think that that stuff gets pretty exhausting after about 120 pages, even though I've probably read the entirety of the Lovecraft. Come on. Wow, he resisted paralyze the whole time. Probably read all of the Lovecraft stories, including the ghostwritten ones that he wrote for other people, probably in total 5 times at this point. So take whatever I say with a grain of salt if I ever complain about the old man. Good night. Who's going? Who's out? Just things are starting to get good. Didn't do a goddamn thing. That did. Thing on the doorstep is probably the... Thing on the doorstep is definitely one of the sleeper bests. Although, I will say the color out of space, I think, is pretty underrated. The Northern Caves, which are about a forum of nerds trying to make a beloved children's author. Wait, what's Northern Caves? I'm gonna look that up later. That sounds cool. I have played Bloodborne, completed Bloodborne, love Bloodborne. Next book I'm picking up, I just got it from the library. On hold is the new Christopher Golden horror novel. If you enjoyed, well, check it out. Nostalgia, that kind of that nostalgia braced kind of reminds me of Gormenghast. Sorry, for a second I thought a dog was in distress outside. Got a bunch of new dogs in the neighborhood these days. Wow, a lot of Death Lords and not a lot of just run-of-the-mill joggers. Nicholas Van Sant, anyone read House of Leaves? I have read House of Leaves. But I read it a long time ago, and I read it when it first came out, and the thing about House of Leaves that really stuck me was probably not the point of the book, but perhaps I was young and foolish. Get your gold there. It's a nice little place. I mean, this is why I like Skyrim. You know, not too crazy in here, but certainly a place that you look around and you're like, I'll check this out. I'll go a little deeper. I'll look at that weird spilling water texture for a little while. Make sure it's not. Is that a drawbridge? Not quite a quest, is it? Southern Reach Trilogy. Which one is the Southern Reach Trilogy? Uh-oh, Torsten! Oh boy. We got Torsten. Driving everybody nuts. And I gotta say, the Paralyze enchantment really, almost unfair. I mean, I worked for it. I feel like I deserve it. Oh, right. Yes. Okay. So the thing is about the who was saying vertical mammal had the question about you. I'm just gonna be mean to you because you're already dead. Whoa. So, I have not read the Southern Reach trilogy, and this is why. I grew up in Tallahassee, Florida, as some people may have known, and Tallahassee, Florida is home to FSU, Florida State University, which is where Mr. Jeff Vandermeer teaches. And at the time, Annihilation had come out and was really becoming kind of a barn burner of a sci-fi novel. Jeff had been teaching a couple friends of mine, and they got into I would say a argument, and there was a bit of a falling out. Even though Jeff was nice enough to pen some very kind forewords and reviews for my friend, or at least one of my friend's books. I can't remember. So the friend in question is Jesse Bullington, who wrote a great novel called, and I think it's a ton of fun to read, but it can be a little bit difficult to get through because it is one of the nastiest books that I've ever read, which is called The Sad Tale of the Brothers Grossbart. And then he also wrote a follow-up to that called The Enterprise of Death, which is also very good. Brothers Grossbart is about a couple of grave robbers who decide to, they've had their fill of Europe, the European grave sites, and they decide to go for the big haul and make their way down to Egypt. And this is during, of course, the Dark Ages, so things are just nasty pretty much the whole time. And then Enterprise of Death is about a Ghanaian woman who becomes a witch and has to battle her way. It's sort of like almost like a reverse Solomon Kane, if you can picture that. Or sort of like an alternate. She doesn't meet Solomon Kane, but she does. Whereas Solomon Kane was always trudging around Europe, thinking about how angry he was at Satan. This woman is one of the people that Solomon Kane would have really sought after. I thought there was a door in here. Guess not. And then actually, even though I think Brothers Grossbart is probably Jesse's best known book, he also wrote a third novel called The Folly of the World, which is my personal favorite, which takes place in the Netherlands before they had developed their canals systems, and so at that time the Netherlands was always flooding, and it's a three bandits go on a bit of a quest, kind of a quest together. Wait, did I? While also navigating the various political forces of the Dutch, or at least the Orange Dutch. Sorry, I'm not making a lot of sense right now because I think I backtracked or I did something wrong here. Do I want this battle axe? 26. Is it worth it? Probably. You should never get a plane to Holland. Wow. Dingus Van Sant with the... Oh man, that's punny video game news, even though that's amazing. Good lord. But if you're one of those people who likes real nasty books, Brothers Grossbart's great to check out. Also, Folly of the World, my personal favorite. Enterprise of Death, nothing wrong with it. Still a great book, but probably number 3 if you were to line them up. If I were to make a kind of a tier type of situation out of fantasy novels written by a close dear friend. Man. Never fly to Holland. Never take a plane to Holland at Netherlands. Unbelievable. Rattlemane, American Psycho. Kind of feel the same way about American Psycho. Glad I read it. Never want to look at it again. And I probably don't. The one thing I gotta say that I think about when it comes to American Psycho is, and it goes into a little bit of this in the movie, but the way that everyone has disassociated so much that you can't even tell who's who. None of the characters seem to really actually know if the person that they're naming is the person they are talking to, and I think that is a really fun device. Hey, come on, EGI2 watcher. These are scrappy kids. This ain't John Grisham here, writing all sorts of grave robber, essentially Warhammer fan fiction. I mean, that's probably puppy mouth. I think that's a more eloquent way of putting what I was trying to say. But I think it's less shallow. I think it's less just shallowness. I think that's almost gives the character is a bit of an out. I think it's just it's a more that was where I just was. Probably goes a little bit deeper. All right, I'm just gonna see if I actually did I actually clear this thing? No. Oh, and the other friend of mine that was involved in the Jeff Vandermeer thing was Molly Tanzer, who wrote a great book called Vermilion, which I highly recommend anybody who likes, I guess it's steampunk, kind of. It's not quite steampunk. It's something else. It's probably unfair. Wait, Jimmy Jackpots. Which book are you talking about? Are we talking about the northern EGI2 watcher? Being a little prickly because I knew a couple people who wrote fantasy books. Well, I tried to write a fantasy book and I had a difficult time. I had tried to write a horror novel actually, and I had a very difficult time, and I had to stop because I wasn't good at it. And they were the ones that were able to make it through the process and get the thing out there, and they worked very hard on it. And then if I respect the hell out of them for that, and if I get a chance to name drop them and drop the name of the titles, then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Writing a novel, Joe Botnick, is very hard, especially if you are like me and you are not very smart. Okay, I think this is where I was trying to get to. That looks like a gate, right? I gotta get another skull. Stinks. Crypts and canals. You gotta love Skyrim. So is this what game streaming is supposed to be like? I'm doing it correctly as far as everyone can tell. I know I'm not being the most engaging personality right now, but I at least am doing one of the two things that I'm supposed to be doing relatively well. Although I will say that I was not paying attention to where I was after I fought our good dear friend Torsten. Let's get these guys dealt with. Somebody else. I got him already. Anybody else fans of an EGI2 watcher? I know that you're from New England. You should like Chris Golden because he is he's a New Englander himself, and he always makes a nice effort to include facts about places he's lived and places he's visited in the books that he writes. See, I started losing people when I started talking about books. Christopher Golden. He wrote the Baltimore comic books with Mike Mignola. Adult Occult. There we go. We got Christopher Golden stands. Now that is a feller I'd like to meet, just to shake his hand someday. And Dan Simmons, I can go either way with Dan Simmons. Big fan of The Terror, obviously. There was a book that he wrote about a haunted elementary school that was really good too. I can't remember that name. I want to say it's got the word summer in the title. Fawn of Winter's Night Traveler is obviously a great book. If you ever want to make yourself feel bad about your own ability to write books, highly recommend If on a Winter's Night Traveler. I bet we coming across the skull any minute now. Where's that sneaky little guy? Terror was a good show. Summer of Night, that was correct. That's a fun one. Abominable is also fun, which is, when I read Abominable is how I found out about sky burials. But Abominable also felt weirdly too similar from Craziest Squid 00. Welcome to the stream. This isn't normal. This is my first time game streaming on EGI2, so bear with me as I've not quite mastered the ways of streaming and talking at the same time. And I think I accidentally went the wrong way, so I'm gonna have to go back. Wait. EGI2 watcher only likes books that are about me. Love to hear it. Uh-oh. Man, I know that I gotta find that second skull. Keep getting myself turned around talking about books. Okay, so that is the door that goes. This is the chamber that I went. There's my buddy. There's my good buddy. Oh boy. Let's get my Wrathman out here first. Garth Marenghi is so upsettingly good. Wait, did they actually write a Did they actually do a fun little Garth Marenghi book and publish it? Hell yeah. I didn't even know that. So you guys don't even know how much time you have on your hands. Oh, it just came out. Oh, it didn't just come out. Oh, puppy mouth. Hello, monster girl. How do you spell monster? It's like monster, but with a B. And that's the EGI2 kind of commentary. It's really hot in my room, and the headache is starting to happen. So I probably, as soon as I figure out what's on the other side of this gate here, I am probably going to. Holy moly! It's Odar the Mad. Let's see if even Odar the Mad can't stand getting whacked with a yell. This guy's driving me crazy. This guy ain't doing jack nothing. Come on, man. Didn't even... Oh, I got one of these weird masks again. That's actually a pretty good mask. Alright, let's see what I've done to myself here. I like that one. And what am I gonna drop here? See, I don't like getting rid of ruined books because they end up having a lot of, they end up being in a lot of potions. I always run out of them. I'll just eat that. And now I am unencumbered. Good gracious. How do they come up with this stuff, huh? Amber. Gonna drop some more crap now. Oh, everything will hang out. Oh, so everything now does its own little. I guess they also do their own unofficial little business too. Fort Venus, welcome. Nice to see you. I just found out what was at the end of this fortress. Oh, I got more Kind's Peace. Oh, that's nice. Naked Comedy, hey, how's it going? Nice to see everybody. We have our own gaming stream. I was just playing Resnick Review. I didn't know that. How about that? Wait, is that a separate? So wait, that's a separate channel then. I'll make sure to follow that. Hi, Lord Tony. Wait, is that Tony from Walmart? I think that's probably cleared now. Yep. Well, I wish that I had known that everybody was going to show up. Oh, a nice shout out. Wait, let me just... I'll follow that in a second. Bye, Robbie. I'm gonna go get CT'd after the structure of my brain. I don't know what that means. But thank you for raiding either ways. Don't apologize for the raid. If I could, I would raid you right back. But I don't think I'm going to be able to even play the game much longer because it's gotten very hot in this room and my head hurts. Oh, thanks, Lord Tony. People don't know. I used to, when I was a younger man, I used to do these art projects where I would build Lego castles, and then I would photograph the Lego castles, and then I would put those Lego castles into video editing programs, and I would create these nice little scenes and vignettes that I would then have projected on walls, and I would do art. That was the art that I did. I was an art kind of a guy. But I've always loved Legos, and one of the best things about being a dad is being able to play Duplos with my son. And you know, we're slowly working up to the point where we are actually going to get Lego sets relatively soon, even though they are very expensive. And you know, the stuff that it's at the bottom, the border of the screen here is probably, those are Lego builds that I did probably close to 10 years ago. But I felt like I wanted a little bit more texture on the frame when people came in to watch, and so I did that. Jovial Jellyfish, I would probably be way too into City Skyline. One of the lowest points in my relationship with my wife Katie was when I got way too into, I can't remember if it was Civilization 3 or 4, but it got pretty gnarly. Anyway, I'm going to stop playing now because I'm very hot. But thank you everybody for joining. I'm sorry that I have to stop, but I will be doing this again, and I'll be doing it more regularly, and I will try and do more talking. And you can see the sun just comes, the afternoon sun just comes right into the room here. But yes, I'm gonna go swim in a pool. I'm gonna go to the public pool in my neighborhood. I'm very happy about this because it's not. I would like to. It's slightly heated, so it's not going to be a fully chilling experience. But I do plan on trying to work my core muscles so I get less lower back pain. So thank you again for everybody joining, and anybody who's joined for the first time. I want to just remind everybody that we'll be back with EGI2 Stream 13 on Monday, and that's not a game streaming show. That's just a video game news and reviews and commentary show. First time chat. That's a cool first time chat. I think that's the first time I've seen it. That just looks like an 18. It looks like a credit card number. So bye everybody. Have a wonderful evening. See you guys soon. I'll probably be back in a couple days, either playing Skyrim again or Resident Evil 3. Good night.